Judge Frank adjusted his glasses as the courtroom doors closed behind a frail old woman standing alone before him, her hands trembling not from fear but from exhaustion earned through decades of poverty. The case seemed insignificant to many, a theft charge involving a small grocery store, a few loaves of bread, and some medicine, yet the air in the courtroom felt heavy. The prosecutor spoke sharply, labeling the woman a criminal, stating that the law made no exceptions for sympathy while the store owner demanded punishment to set an example. As Judge Frank listened, he learned that the woman had stolen food for her orphaned grandchildren after her son died, waiting for hospital treatment. He could not afford when asked to speak. She did not beg, she did not cry, she simply said she was hungry, and hunger had silenced her fear of the law. Murmurs spread across the courtroom, some annoyed, some uncomfortable. Judge Frank faced a familiar battle. The law was clear. Theft was theft, but justice demanded more than blind repetition of statutes. As deliberation continued, a well-dressed corporate lawyer stood up, impatient, arguing that bending the law for one would weaken it for all. Judge Frank remained silent, allowing the courtroom to reveal its values. The law protecting property spoke loudly, but compassion struggled to find a voice. When Judge Frank finally spoke, his tone was calm but unwavering. He reminded the court that laws were written to protect society, not to punish survival. He acknowledged that rules must be upheld, but also stated that justice without humanity becomes cruelty disguised as order. He dismissed the criminal charge, ordering instead that the store be compensated through a community relief fund, and directed social services to ensure the children would never face hunger again. The decision angered many. Media outlets accused him of emotional judging. Politicians criticized him for encouraging crime, but Judge Frank stood firm, stating on record that a society should be judged not by how it protects wealth, but by how it treats desperation. As the old woman left the courtroom, she turned back briefly, not to thank him, but to stand a little straighter, dignity restored. Long after the courtroom emptied, Judge Frank remained seated, aware that this decision, like many others, would follow him beyond the bench, yet he accepted the cost, because he knew that justice is not always about punishment. Sometimes it is about recognizing that survival itself should never be treated as a crime. And in that silent courtroom, the law learned to breathe like a human again.